All right, everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be diving into the world of virtual internships. They're everywhere, right? But are they actually worth it, or are they a waste of time?
That's a good question.
We're going to try to answer that very question today.
Yeah.
Using this article called The Virtual Internship Mirage, Worth It or Worthless?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Catchy title,
Yeah.
right? So let's jump in.
Let's do it.
So the article kicks off by talking about this huge boom in virtual internships, which makes sense,
Yeah.
with remote work becoming the norm these days.
Yeah, for sure.
It seems like every company's like, oh yeah, we can just have interns work from home,
Yeah.
easy peasy.
And on the surface, it seems like a great idea, right?
Yeah, totally.
There's a lot of flexibility.
Mhm.
You can potentially intern for companies anywhere in the world.
All right.
You could be living, in the middle of nowhere
Uh-huh.
and still interning for a company in New York City or Silicon Valley or whatever, right?
Yeah, and it's all from the comfort of your own couch,
Yeah.
in your pajamas.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good.
So, there are a lot of benefits.
Right. But the article is basically hold on a sec,
Yeah.
not so fast.
Right.
Because it points out that some of these virtual internships are, to put it bluntly,
Yeah.
a total mirage.
Yeah.
They talk about pay-to-work schemes, which sounds awful.
Yeah. Terrible.
Basically, you're paying for the privilege of working for free, which
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make sense at all.
And then there's these internships that are basically just completing these really generic tasks,
Yeah.
just mindless busy work.
Right, copying and pasting stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Or data entry, stuff that you could train a monkey to do, right?
Right, and they're what's the point?
Yeah.
You're not learning anything.
Right.
You're not gaining any real skills.
Exactly.
And the article makes this point that the value of an internship, whether it's in person or virtual,
Yeah.
is in the learning,
Absolutely.
the skill development.
The mentorship,
You're the mentor.
the feedback you get from professionals, all that stuff.
Right, if you're not getting that,
Yeah.
it's kind of a waste of time.
Totally.
And then there's this point they bring up about mass-produced internships.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which kind of made me laugh, but also oh my God.
It's terrifying.
Right. They're imagining thousands of students
Yeah.
all doing the same repetitive tasks.
Right, just cranking it out.
Yeah, with zero interaction
Yeah.
with any actual professionals.
Right.
Like a sweatshop, but for
For interns.
yeah, for interns.
Yeah.
So, it sounds like what you're saying is
Yeah.
not all virtual internships are created equal.
No, absolutely not.
There's a whole spectrum,
You're
right?
totally.
So, how do you know if a virtual internship is worth it?
That's the $1,000,000 question. Right?
Yeah.
And I think the article gives some really good advice on that.
Yeah.
It basically says, look for internships offered by reputable companies,
Right.
companies that you've heard of,
Right.
companies with established internship programs.
Right.
And crucially, they emphasize looking for programs with structured mentorship.
That makes sense.
So, you want to make sure that you're actually going to be interacting with experienced professionals.
Right. Not just left on your own to figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
So it sounds like it's kind of like choosing an online course, right?
That's a great analogy.
You would do your research.
Absolutely.
On the instructors.
Yeah.
And the curriculum.
Yeah.
Before you sign up.
For sure.
It's the same idea.
Totally.
Don't just jump into something blindly.
Right.
Be a savvy consumer.
Be a savvy intern.
Yes. Savvy intern. I love it.
Yeah.
And the article also talks about how important it is to be wary of unpaid work,
Oh, yeah.
which is tricky, right?
It is.
Because a lot of times internships are unpaid.
Yeah.
But it's where's the line? How do you know if it's legitimate unpaid work
Yeah.
or if you're just getting taken advantage
Exactly.
of? And they say that while some reputable organizations will offer a stipend
Right.
or course credit,
Yeah.
a lot of these pay-to-work schemes are just totally exploiting people.
Exploiting young people who are eager to get experience,
Right.
and they're taking advantage of that.
And that's just not cool.
No, not at all.
So it sounds like the bottom line is you
Uh.
really got to be discerning and informed.
Absolutely.
A virtual internship could be amazing.
It could be a great opportunity.
Yeah, but only if it offers genuine learning experiences
Right.
and avoids those pitfalls that we talked about.
The mirage.
Yeah, the mirage.
Right.
And as we wrap up, I think it's worth asking a bigger question.
Okay, I like it.
So, as the future of work is evolving like crazy, do we need to rethink the definition of internship altogether?
That's a really good question.
What new models of internships might emerge? What skills are going to be the most valuable?
Absolutely.
These are things that, it's worth thinking about as you're figuring out your career path.
Yeah, I mean, the world is changing so quickly.
It really is.
And the way we work is changing so quickly that we have to adapt.
You have to.
The traditional model of the internship might not cut it anymore.
Not cut it.
So yeah, good food for thought.
Awesome. Well, thanks for taking this deep dive with me.
Yeah, this was fun.
Yeah, I always love chatting with you about this stuff.
Me too.
And hopefully this gives our listeners a better idea of what to look for and what to avoid
for sure
in the wild world of virtual internships.
Good luck out there, everybody.
Good luck.